Hey guys.
So if you want to start from the beginning, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, um, I told Ventura, I was like, listen, man, if it gets to the point where I cannot operate my subdivision that I've worked my ass for, and brought an insane amount of money, the way I want to operate it, it's not gonna be good. Because then I'm gonna be upset that you guys, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Nino, I was fence sitting like a little bitch for the first half of this bullshit.
I know. I fucking pulled you aside how many times? I told you this.
Yeah, the thing is,
but I don't blame you because I think most normal adults are gonna look at others and assume that they're not gonna be as snaky as you may think. You know what I mean? You're gonna give people the benefit of the doubt,
right?
Or like look at it as like a one-time incident. Until those conversations with you, I was trying to protect you guys from some of the politics. And then I'm going to be honest with you, I gave up about a month ago because I'm like, this is just fucking brain dead.
Yeah, when I talked to Cassidy, when he told me he had to ask his subordinates, his deputies, how they feel about it and go off what they want to say, I was like, who the fuck's the sheriff here? Or you the sheriff or they the sheriff? So the vote went 40 to 4 the first time. Then they had
40 to 4?
Yeah, 40 to 4, 40 to 6.
Wait, what was the first vote about? Because I don't even fully know.
To stay up north, right? When the SOPs came out. What Moss put out. Yeah.
And what was the vote exactly about?
To not help us out unless it's 78s.
That in and of itself, who put the vote up?
The sheriffs.
Echo 94, 76 to the latest 911.
Like, that they should be impeached.
1,000%.
Wait a minute, this is perfect. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so they put the vote up. It's 44 to 4. They've said this multiple times. Then they stayed up there. They didn't want to, they picked and choose which call to help us out with. We're down bad in numbers. The only time they would come down there is the 78s if we get shot at. So there was multiple chases that we lost because we didn't have enough people. And then there was another vote. I think a couple days ago. There was another vote a couple days ago. It was 21 to 16 or some shit like that. It was really close.
Damn, that's really close.
Yeah, because they're not chasing anything.
And of those votes, how many of them have done more than like 5 hours in the last 30 days?
Majority of them haven't, because Kate even told me majority of those guys, majority of them don't even come on duty.
So people are voting that aren't active officers.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Ventura laughed when Kate was making the point of like certain people can't vote, and basically said they can't do that.
How do you know that they're not hiring people into the department just to vote on their behalf?
That I don't know. I don't.
I'm just saying. It's who's to say?
I think Declan said they're full for his shift anyway.
Yeah. So that vote happened.
Is he back? Is Declan back?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
No, I haven't seen Declan since 2 weeks ago when all the shit started hitting the fan.
As much as Declan can be a little bitch, at least he's consistent. My guess is he probably caught wind of some of the lead in the Blaine waters. But anyways, continue then. All right. So second vote happened.
And I told him, I was like, listen, I'm gonna be clear with you. If this vote does not go to the point where you guys are actually gonna help us and do your jobs, I'm taking every single one of your scenes down here.
Okay.
And then they try to shift it to like, oh, it's Denzel's fault. It's Denzel's fault. Denzel, you fucked it. It was so close. But we were losing the vote anyways because Opal still had access to the voting.
No, she didn't.
Yep.
That's so good.
Does she still?
I don't know.
Can Opal get all the votes for the past one and this one for me?
I can try.
It's probably already too late, but that's fine. Shit.
You should have just emailed me.
Yeah, well.
Oh God.
All right. Okay. So then what happened?
Yeah, and then they took it. Their ego got hurt again. Okay, then it was like, okay, see how well it's gonna do you. And then they were really upset when I started taking them, and now they're just more upset. I mean, it's the same. Nothing's really changed. It's just been doing the same shit. I'm just taking all their scenes now and their 95s.
But to be fair, they weren't doing anything to come help us
Anyways,
to begin with.
so why would I allow you to pursue in the?
They were at one point, like 2 Fridays ago, they were down here doing like 38s and shit on channel 9 and not assisting with the cash exchange I kept asking for backup on. But yeah, I think they were down here patrolling on their own channel and not including us.
Yeah. So I talked
Yes.
to Angel.
That is fucking brain dead.
It is, and that's
Patrolling
why I'm
down
finally
here.
Done. That's
Yeah.
why I'm over it.
I talked to Angel, and they are contesting the legislation. They have like some hearing about it very soon because Grayson was telling me to put it on the docket. I can't show this to you just yet, but there was a situation where like Lieutenant Nakota literally told him to break off the pursuit. When I took over command, I was like, that's complete dereliction of duty.
What's in Bean's statement too, that they broke off.
Yeah,
you took over and they broke off.
He says, I quote, then took over, scene, Bean left. Period.
Yep. In his statement.
Well, fundamentally, the contesting that is happening is, excuse my French, regarded.
Yep.
Because it is a police department that is contesting legislation over civil matters.
Over jurisdiction stuff, which is wild.
It's so the fact that they
it's wild to me.
It's like so fucking brain dead. I want you to let's put this like a sheriff's office is contesting legislation. Like it's so dumb. It's so fucking stupid. Like and the DOJ's like, yeah, okay, let's just Blaine County is gonna contest this law. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. I mean, like, how much do you know about what this new election's gonna be like?
I don't really know too much. All I know is if
so you want a little how stupid shit is?
What?
Like this is why like I don't even know like how much I give a shit anymore. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Because it's so like you have to be like on a different like plane of existence to like genuinely make any sense of any of this. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tuesday night, the following tweet went out. Who sent it to me? Give me a sec. There we go. State announcement went out. This is from Justice Angel. It reads as follows: for this election, each citizen will have to choose the county that they want to represent them and where their voice will be heard. Citizens may vote for one mayor and pick their county of residence accordingly. Please campaign with this knowledge in mind.
That's so crazy.
Now, I want to explain to you, because this may not like hit immediately. I'm going to send you guys a copy. Give me a sec, just so you can look at this. And Maxwell, did I not save your number? Hold on. Oh, there it is.
Might be under 15 minutes.
There it is. So this is actually idiotic as fuck. Let me explain. Inherently, what this text is attempting to say is that when you vote for the mayor, you're also voting for your county of residence. This inherently was put in place to prevent Pred and myself to get elected. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That is why this is happening. This is in order to cuck me and Pred potentially winning both counties, and for there being two mayors working together. This is done in favor of getting Eve to win. But it gets worse, because probably that's where this thought process originated from, and it's being written this way in order to like hide this fact and like make it, you know, more coy. This fucking degenerate has just done something insanely stupid. Let me explain. You are now voting based on, in conjunction with picking your county of residence. That is unconstitutional. Imagine if you voted for the president, but you also had to pick what state you're going to reside in, and your choosing is going to make an effect on that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you can't force two decisions under one. It doesn't make any sense. There's another problem. Because you are, this vote would also, your vote that's supposed to be secret, you're also choosing your point of residence. And our legislation today references residents of counties. They would have to make that decision making public. So that goes against the right to privacy. Half my legislation references residents of Los Santos County. So you may end up having people unintentionally vote for like Andy Jones, but they live in Los Santos County and now they're fucked.
So what,
like, you're not going to pick your resident, like the right way to do this is that you have legislation for what it means to be a resident of a county, right? And then you pick your county, you register, and then you vote.
Can this be overturned though, right? Like before the election?
I've already got a massive letter, and we're going to be flooding the docket. Just wasn't around yesterday to review it all.
Okay.
But the problem is, like, this is like such bullshit, because this is like a 10-minute idiot decision, which is now going to take like fucking 100 man hours to like draw out the common sense, and that's kind of the same problem you guys have faced.
When's the election day?
I thought
in 3 days it stopped.
My thought it was to prevent people
Election
from the
day's
north
in
and
3
south
days.
to vote against who they don't want to win. So somebody going to the north and voting for somebody other than Eve, and then somebody coming to the south and voting somebody other than you. That's what I thought, but
Chat.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. You're saying too, if you think that they're not wanting you and Pred to win together.
That's effectively what it is. They're changing the rules. This is like you know, when this is like the equivalent of if they change like the voting lines in states like the week before like the polls open. This is so like absurd, it's insane. And I don't think these fucking people like know how to think like in any logical form, because if you even thought about this, like if you're like these people should know this. Like before sending this out, you should be like, what does this affect? Wait, this isn't gonna work. Like there's no fucking thought being used. It's literal gerrymandering.
I need Peters to be awake to start this fucking pursuit unit.
It's fucked. So yeah, you're gonna see it post on Twitter. We're gonna send out the DOJ matters.
I need Peters to be awake to start this pursuit unit.
If we need to, we're gonna counter the electoral vote. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I really give that much of a fuck. I'm sort of on this. Part of me is like, just let it burn. You know what I mean? How much bullshit is it worth fucking taking on? Because you deal with one thing of bullshit and then the other bullshit happens. Why the fuck are there sheriffs countering jurisdictional lines? They don't like, how are they representing the people? Like what? How do you go and say, hey, let's just, they're the people to, how did they're so stupid. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
So are you gonna run or are you not gonna run?
Oh, I'm running. Yeah, I'm running. But
okay, listen, Nino. Listen, I can see some fuck shit happening. Can you just please put your name on the website right now, please? Because I don't want to be like, oh well, we're gonna. the candidates.
Let him fucking do it. Let him fucking do it. Let him do some more fuck shit. He ain't gonna change anything.
We need you, Nino.
I don't think you understand.
You think I don't understand?
Like,
You know how much fuck shit I've seen?
No. You probably understand, but they've met Petty Shiesty, and a lot of you won't like. People don't like. I'm taking everything from them. Brother, I've waited on Elgin and Clinton 10-7 to watch them come down, and I'm here every day.
So here's the thing though, right? I got to take a look at this because right now you have the chief of police and the sheriff who are going to be arguing
till
jurisdiction
6 p.m.
lines with no representation of the people, right? Right on the day of the election. None of this makes any fucking sense. All right. So there's a lot to think about because I will tell you right now,
bro, that's how petty. I didn't take my Thursday off.
That shit's gonna
that's
get
how petty
flipped
I
on
am.
Monday. I hate to tell you this. It's rigged. It's gonna be rigged.
You're saying the legislation for the
100%.
lines?
It's gonna be rigged. I'm telling you.
So then they'll be down here throwing their dicks around again.
Probably.
Probably dapping Den left and right.
It's like, I mean, what do you expect when you have a sleeping DOJ that wrote like bullshit on a whim for the last 3 months, who has refused to hire more judges? And before I hear this, oh my God, but no one else wanted to be a judge. I have 3 people with that, 1 ex-judge and 2 people with multiple months of legal experience that have tried to be judges in my cabinet alone. So I don't like, like, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't think it's an election we're talking about.
And it's
Vivi.
being sorted, and they didn't even think about.
I think it's about the jurisdictional lines.
You know what? Let's just does it make sense for the sheriff and chief of police to be arguing jurisdiction line? Like, it doesn't. Like, none of this passes. You know what I'm saying? Am I sounding crazy? Like, I feel like this is just like blatantly obvious.
No, it's wild. Why didn't they run? I don't understand why they didn't try to be chief instead of.
You don't think we're gonna beat that jurisdictional contest?
Sorry.
Who's even fighting it?
BCSO.
No, who is on our defense?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Moss posted on it, but the thing is that still is entirely unreasonable because it's not like.
No, I'm just saying. Do you think we're gonna beat? Like, you think we're gonna beat it?
No, of course. I'd be surprised, to be honest.
Then if we don't have jurisdictional lines, we should be one fucking department. Period. How does that make sense?
I don't know about that one. I don't know about having a bunch of fucking snowflakes as my leaders. To be honest with you, that can't be
I'm
us.
saying it doesn't make sense to have 2 different departments in 2 different counties and no line.
That's the problem. Instead of developing, that's exactly it, Maxwell, right? Is that the only thing that has transpired in the last 3 months is the Constitution came out and legislation that defined 2 counties and 2 departments. And instead of like the state working on developing what these counties mean, they fucking just tried to reverse and stonewall any attempt to try to make a distinction. They're on the kind of copium to say that anything was developed in BC up in Blaine County. What the fuck happened in Blaine? Give me one thing. Give me one piece of legislation. Tell me one thing. Whereas we have developed up LSPD after getting a bunch of snakes and rats leaving. We've solved the materials. Literally, material shops are open 24/7. MOPEC is paying out, is sending out material to all these fucking mech shops. There's now twice as much. We have more businesses in operation in 2 months than Max did over his entire 6 months of existence. We have sent out more event money than everyone combined. We have paid the LSPD more in the last 3 months than they did in the 6. We have balanced our budget. We have more money in our county account than the state account. It's like we have fucking countless things done, but we're still dealing with a bunch of brain dead fucking motherfuckers.
Miller, do you have a car here?
Yeah.
Can you help Charlie? She's requesting a 77 and nobody from Blaine County is responding.